I started Super Healthy Kids in 2007 as a way to share recipes, and because I was developing a children's plate that would help teach kids what a balanced meal would look like. And so in 2007, it started out just as a blog, but by 2011, Natalie jumped on. She's a dietitian, and so together since 2011, we've grown the website into more than a blog, to a place that sells products, a place that sells software membership for recipes and things like that. And then also we've continued adding great content in the form of a blog. Our first business is Super Healthy Kids, and it was 2007. You'd think that a lot of domains would be available, and they probably were, but the one that was available was Super Healthy Kids. We just needed healthy kids in there somehow, and so it became that. It was hard for me to get used to for a long time, to be honest, but it's grown on me.
And then we're actually in the process of starting another business within Super Healthy Kids, and the name is Prepare, spelled Prepear, and the process of finding that name took a very long time. We have a team of people, and we brainstormed several different sessions.
We had spreadsheets full of words and ratings and all sorts of things.
It probably took 3 months.
Oh, yeah.
At
Easy.
least 3 months. And so when you're choosing a name, because we had to think about, well, how will it look as a logo? And
how will you feel when you tell people what your name is? Because there was one name we decided on that when you said it out loud, it was like almost embarrassing.
And how will it look when it's written? And is the domain available? And all these other things go into choosing a name that we didn't realize, I don't think.
Yeah, but now we're super pumped about the name. I love it. Yeah. I can only see that name as being our new product.
And I actually love the name Super Healthy Kids too.
Yeah, it's a nice name.
I think that one of the things that Amy and I both love with our business is we've been able to employ quite a few people. I think we now have 18 people that work for us. And so it's really satisfying to be able to provide a job for someone who that they love, that can be flexible with their life. That's kind of our company culture, is we want to make sure that people can live their lives and raise their children and also have good employment. As you grow a business, you'll learn that every time you attempt something, it's not always a success. So we've actually had quite a few failures, and we just look at it as a learning experience. So one of our most recent, we came up with an idea that we wanted to do a whole video series for people, and we were going to sell it as a standalone product, and it was going to be really helpful and really great, and we spent a lot of money and a lot of hours producing it, and then we launched it, and it didn't have the success we thought, and we were pretty bummed about it because we had just put all this time and effort into it. And so what we did is we ended up repackaging it so that we could combine it with another membership that we sell to people, and combined with that, it's done really, really well. So don't ever give up on your failures, is what I think from our learning experiences. If you can take that and twist it and repackage it however you need to and make it a success.
And that's one thing I love about online businesses is you can gauge something pretty rapidly, whether it's going to resonate with your audience or not. And so it gives you that opportunity to fix it or dump it or whatever you decide and move on and try to find a way that it'll still make sense for your business.
Right. And the other thing we've learned from our failures is that you don't need to have something perfect before you put it out, because putting it out to your audience gives you a lot of really great feedback, how you can make it better. And if you just are always trying to make it perfect the first time, you'll never get it out there, and it won't be as good of a product.
I was inspired to start the business for two reasons. One is because I wanted a space where I can teach my kids. My kids were getting older. They were making their own food choices, and it really grew out of a passion and desire to help them learn to make their own healthy choices, because I knew I couldn't always be there at the cafeteria when they were offered a cookie or, their carrot sticks, and I wanted them to choose the carrot sticks. And so I was just really passionate about finding ways to help them make better choices. But secondly, because I knew that this type of business would be flexible enough for me to be home with my kids and to raise them and to teach them. And so it came from both of those coming together.
So my background is I'm a dietitian, so I am also really passionate about health and nutrition. And so I think for me, that's kind of along the same lines. I'm passionate about promoting health to those around me. I'm passionate about teaching my own family and the people I love about health and nutrition and healthy habits. And that's kind of progressed into some different things over the years. And I also love working. I think, there's a lot of satisfaction in producing something that makes the world a better place, and know that you did that. So anyway,
owning my own business, our own business, is a huge benefit to my life. Like I said, it allows me to have the flexibility that I need to be a mom, but also with that, like Natalie was talking about, comes that great satisfaction of having accomplishments and seeing things done and letting our kids see that hard work can bring great results.
I was actually thinking about this morning, because when you're first starting a business, you have to do everything. So you may not like all the things you're doing and you may not be good at all of them, but it's just on you. And there's actually a sense of excitement with that, because every day when you get up and you look at your day, you're usually doing a lot of different things. And so you're learning and you're growing. And with that, it makes your life more full, I think. Being able to know that you're doing this and you're putting something out there that you have produced all yourself. And like Amy said as well, it really does provide you a flexible life. And that doesn't mean that there's not nights where you're up till 2 a.m. finishing something because you have to get it done. But then maybe during the day, you were able to spend more time with your kids that you wouldn't have normally if you were a 9-to-5 job. So something that really motivates me is synergy. And so because we've had this partnership, it has been really great to just be able to talk to someone else. And, maybe if I'm having a hard time with something, Amy's really pumped up. So we can talk about it, and then it makes me feel more like, okay, we can do this. We're going to get past this slump. So having someone else that can relate to you and talk to you about things within your business is important, I think.
Well, and that just brings up, it's like having the right business partner. It's amazing, because when I don't feel pumped up and hope, I can't see the vision, then I can take a breather and Natalie carries the load. And it could be reciprocal, if she's burnt out, then I can carry the load. And we've never both really been burnt out at the same time. Mm-hmm. So that's been helpful in our business. But yes, it definitely helps to have somebody else see that vision and remind you of the vision so that you can just get past it.
So one thing about starting a business is I don't think it can be all about the money. Because if your main driver is just to earn money, eventually down the road, there's going to come a day where it's
not worth it.
It's not worth it. So if you don't have the passion behind it, and that I really want to do something great and put something out there that makes the world a better place, it makes it a lot harder to have a successful business. So find your passion,
true.
Something that makes you feel good.